The rain slashed against the windshield as Daniel navigated the empty streets. His shift was almost over when a new request popped up, a pickup from a desolate intersection on the outskirts of town. He hesitated. That area was mostly abandoned, littered with forgotten buildings and streetlights that flickered like dying stars. Still, he accepted. Pulling up, he saw the passenger standing motionless under a broken street lamp. They wore a tattered hooded cloak, head slightly bowed, their face lost in shadow. The figure slid into the back seat without a word. The silence was suffocating. "Where to?" Daniel asked, but the passenger remained still. The app, however, displayed a destination deep in the countryside, a place he had never heard of. The drive was eerily quiet, except for the faint sound of breathing behind him. Occasionally, Daniel stole glances at the rearview mirror, but the figure never moved. The longer he drove, the more the air inside the car thickened, heavy with something rotten, something old. Finally, they reached the drop-off point, a crumbling, abandoned farmhouse. The passenger stepped out, moving like a shadow. As Daniel waited for the app to confirm the ride's completion, he watched the figure disappear into the darkness. But the app didn't clear. Annoyed, he restarted his phone. The ride was still active. Worse, when he checked the location, the farmhouse was gone. The map now showed only an empty field. A cold knot tightened in his stomach. His fingers trembled as he glanced in the rearview mirror. The passenger's shadow was still in the back seat. Daniel's breath hitched. He turned around. The seat was empty. Yet, in the mirror, a dark silhouette loomed behind him. A whisper, raspy and wet, slid through the air. "Drive." Panicked, he slammed the gas pedal, his heartbeat hammering in his ears. The shadow never left. No matter how fast he drove, no matter where he turned, it remained, a silent, watching presence. His phone vibrated violently. The app, glitching and flickering, displayed a notification. "Drop-off complete. Switching drivers." Daniel barely had time to scream as his vision blurred. His hands melted into the wheel. His body, his skin, everything turned cold, weightless. The next thing he knew, he was standing on a street corner, under a broken street lamp. A car pulled up, its driver looking at him with confusion. The passenger door opened on its own. Daniel stepped inside.